For half a century, Ella Fitzgerald Middle School has been encouraging learners, growing leaders, and promoting achievers. On April 25th, the birthday of the school's namesake, Ella Fitzgerald celebrated 50 years as a school. Elected officials, school board members, and school leaders were joined by former Fitzgerald educators, staff members, and principals who have shaped the legacy of the school and the undeniable impact it has had on our community. Principal Jerron Ransom, Superintendent Dr. Michelle Mitchell, and student leaders reflected on the school's past while looking towards the future with great anticipation. School Board Vice Chair Dr. Terry Best read a commemorative proclamation issued by Newport News Public Schools. To honor the Queen of Jazz as the school's namesake, a number of musical selections by Echoes of Ella Jazz Ensemble entertained the crowd, as well as a passionate performance from former student and current chorus teacher Adina Harris. The day's festivities took place on a newly constructed stage, assembled by 8th grade math teacher Eric Johnson and a group of dedicated students. This will serve the students and staff as an outdoor classroom and gathering space for years to come. And just like the First Lady of Song herself, the students at Ella Fitzgerald Middle School will continue to dream big while building a legacy rooted in determination, resilience, and unity. Through the month of April, Hines Middle School celebrated the Month of the Military Child with a variety of fun activities and special experiences for students. Military Liaison Ashley Waters and Family and Community Engagement Specialist Kimberly Calloway hosted a number of engaging events, giving all students a chance to sample the many benefits the military has to offer. The month kicked off with a military expo, allowing each grade to visit with military recruiters from each branch, explore future career options, and even complete some extra push-ups to earn some great swag. The physical training increased during a simulated boot camp experience. Any interested students were invited to see if they have what it takes to make it through basic training with Army Sergeant John Ewing and physical education teacher Patrick Palmer Scott, who is a retired Marine. Through a number of workout stations, students improved their physical and mental strength, boosted confidence, and worked as a team to complete the specialized training. And at the end of the month, military-connected children enjoyed a barbecue party in their honor. Temple Baptist Church donated food, drinks, and snacks while volunteering their time alongside Newport News police officers to offer students a fun lunch with free food and games. For students who experience frequent relocations, prolonged separation from deployed parents, and many other challenges, the Month of the Military Child is a chance for Hines Middle School to honor these brave and resilient students. Incorporating arts into everyday learning offers a boost for our youngest scholars. For the second year, Master Teaching Artists with the Wolf Trap Institute for Early Learning Through the Arts partnered with Newport News Preschools to weave movement, artistic creativity, and an added dose of imagination into the young students' classroom learning. Funding through a Virginia Department of Education grant brings this internationally respected program to NNPS, providing preschool students, educators, and families with innovative and engaging arts-based strategies to enhance the learning experience. For 2 separate weeks in the late fall, Master Teaching Artists visited several preschool classrooms at Denby Early Childhood Center, Marshall Early Learning Center, and Watkins Early Childhood Center. The talented singers, dancers, actors, storytellers, and puppeteers worked closely with classroom educators to creatively integrate artistic expressions into the current curriculum. Each day, the classroom educators did more co-teaching with the master artists, allowing them to learn firsthand how to implement these creative teaching techniques on their own. The teaching artists even worked in dual language immersion classrooms, teaching through songs, counting, and literacy in both Spanish and English. Workshops for dual language immersion families were also offered in the evening, inviting parents and caregivers to actively join the learning process and see how creative learning through the arts thrives even beyond language barriers. With the creative guidance of the Wolf Trap Institute's creative artists, our students, teachers, and families are using the power of art to build confidence, knowledge, and community. Christopher Newport University and Newport News Public Schools have expanded their collaborative research project, Fear to Hope, to include hands-on experiences through field research. Fear to Hope, now in its 4th year, is an ongoing collaboration that brings together environmental professionals, university professors, and college student mentors who guide high school students as they study the effects of rising sea levels and the salt tolerance of Atlantic white cedar. Starting this school year, Fear to Hope is giving NNPS high school students the opportunity to venture outside the classroom and participate in real-world conservation efforts through authentic scientific research. A few miles from CNU, on the opposite shore of the James River, is Ragged Island Wildlife Management Area, with over 1,500 acres of salt marsh and small pine islands where visitors can hike, fish, hunt, and birdwatch. But Ragged Island is also experiencing a rapidly eroding shoreline, losing several feet every year, which is causing the formation of ghost forests and widespread loss of wildlife habitats and the salt marsh ecosystem. But with an $8 million grant, CNU is partnering with Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources and Ducks Unlimited to undertake a habitat and shoreline restoration project. Already this school year, students from Heritage, Menchville, Warwick, and Woodside High Schools have joined CNU student mentors at Ragged Island to conduct a range of field research. During each trip through the marshland, students are actively involved in collecting tree core samples, testing water quality, mapping and measuring plant communities, documenting marine species, and collecting and removing debris from the valuable ecosystem. Through these collaborative efforts and invaluable hands-on learning opportunities, high school students are expanding their scientific knowledge and research skills while playing a practical role in restoring a declining ecosystem and offering great hope for a bright future. Students across Newport News Public Schools enjoyed a once-in-a-lifetime experience to perform alongside Miss Virginia. As part of her community service initiative, Carlia Swanson has been visiting schools and nursing homes across the Commonwealth as a performing artist and motivational speaker. In partnership with Sing for Hope, a nonprofit organization focused on harnessing the power of the arts to create a better world, Miss Virginia presented her Bridging the Divide Music is Unity program to share music's healing power. At Hilton and McIntosh Elementary Schools, students enjoyed learning about scatting, the vocal improvisation technique made famous in vocal jazz. At Hilton, a team of professional musicians accompanied Miss Virginia as they performed a range of songs honoring America's original art form of jazz. While at McIntosh, a talented music student from Woodside High School was invited to perform with Miss Virginia. And at Woodside High School, music students enrolled in the Arts and Communications Magnet program enjoyed a range of songs as Miss Virginia shared how music has influenced her life, the importance of music in everyone's life, and how music can bring communities together by fostering empathy, diversity, and unity.